Okay, gemstones. Lady Rosemary here, and the tongue has stopped working. So, but anyways, we're back. We're back. And I caught myself because I use with my one friend when we're messaging back and forth on Messenger. It's just easier to talk into the microphone. Um, we can lose track of what the heck we're talking about because her and I talk about everything, like everything. She is that one friend that you talk about, and she calls a spade a spade. We are perfect together. I've actually wondered what the hell would happen if her and I started a channel together where we were talking things, but she's helping me work out the extra energy and with our conversations because we're just shooting the shit. Simon's behind me, but I found myself talking into my phone like it was a microphone. I think I found my calling. Two things I keep coming back to. Writing. I've always been a poet, always been a philosopher, thinker, that kind of thing. Although if I had been around with Socrates and the other guys back in ancient Greece, they probably would have shoved me off in their men thinking that, world. I'm sure some of them supported femaleness and the right for women to think. But philosophy has actually been a very big, from what I've seen, educate me, a very male dominated thing. So, but that's what I circle around to, always writing. It's the one thing, no matter how upset I am, I can almost always write. I can't paint when I'm angry or depressed or anything like that. I can't do that. I can't connect creatively to that. But writing I can. And the other thing is I have a big mouth that has lots to say. And writing little poems and stuff to myself for a book that may or may not happen someday isn't satisfying. And so what happened? Here's the platform. So I almost always come back here. And as a philosophy is about thinking. So I like to drop bombs. Let's think, people. Don't give up your right to think. It's your one true freedom. That ability to make decisions for yourself, to think. Don't give that up. No matter what's going on in your world, fight for the right to think. And I'm thinking about Beastie Boys and you got a right to fight, to party. I have like 2 Beastie Boys songs. I like it and Sabotage. And Sabotage is used in both the newer Star Trek movies with Chris Pine. But anyways, defend that, protect your right to have thoughts in your head, and but just gauge those thoughts. Learn so that you're not just spitting out thoughts, and make sure you're spitting out thoughts in places that are safe for you to do so. Don't continue to spit out thoughts in places where people treat you like garbage, and tell you constantly you're stupid. Because the vast majority of people who sit there and tell other people they're stupid actually miss the boat on so many things, because I meet all these people and I'm going, wow, I can have a conversation with that person. They're intelligent. wow, look at that conversation. And this is a person who's been told they're stupid. I've met several people who are so smart, but they don't believe it because, and my late husband included, oh my God, that man, oh my God, he was so smart. A couple things stood in the way. And there were days people treated him like he was less than and he was stupid. And I fought that because he wasn't. He just wasn't. I'm sure other people saw that. I'm not the only one who saw that. But he had a mind for certain things, and they weren't encouraged growing up and stuff. God, I hate this province. I'll be so happy if I can get my ass back to BC, where I can potentially land in a group of like-minded people. But yes, me and this friend, there's no punches held with me and her when we're having a conversation. We question each other. We share knowledge. If it doesn't sound right to us, we go, I'm not getting that. I'm just not getting that. And from my perspective, this is what's going on. But there's an acceptance that we both can be right, that neither one of us necessarily needs to be wrong. We just are. So yeah, a lot of my videos, when I do them, they start in one spot and they go to another spot, because as a philosophical poet, writer, creator, artiste, I definitely would have been better off raised by drag queen. Or maybe I have this romanticized idea of what living with drag queens who are free to be said drag queens would be like. Maybe that's a fairy tale for me. But there just seems to be, when they're out and about being themselves, there's a freedom, there's an energy, there's a yayness that calls to me to be the same. Not necessarily to dress as a drag queen, but just to live that energy. And there's probably something, when we talk about authenticity, of being, of self, there's something for me that speaks to that. But when it comes to being authentic, you gotta watch. Certain times in your life changes, which then changes your authenticity, and your spirit energy goes with it. And it's called, it's an evolution. Life is entropy. That's chaos and change. So I need to get some lives together. I need to get myself organized, if that will ever happen. Maybe that's my authentic nature, is to be a Johnny Appleseed thought dropper. You know, my thoughts are my seeds, put them out there, and oh, there's my girl. And do that, and just let you guys sort out what's true for you and what's not, and go searching and put you on your own path. It's not me. It's not my job to tell you how to think. It's not my job to tell you how to live your life. It's my job to drop the ideas so that you can go, oh, maybe this is not right for me. Maybe that's right for me. And then potentially, hopefully, I can either find people who can lead you in the right direction and help you stand tall and be proud to be who you are. Which, the only thing is, everybody, stop shame blaming, stop body shaming, be kind, especially to yourself. Probably more to say later.